Greetings, YouTube. This is Self Mastery 101. And today I'm going to give you some updates on what has transpired recently. So I did acquire this jacket that you see. Somebody else gave me a jacket. It's wonderful and it's warm and wonderful. And when I went to get my jacket, the rescue mission showed up and they wanted to take me to the city mission where I live, and I said, absolutely not. I asked them first, is it walking distance? Because I already knew since somebody was trying to get me to go over there. No, it's not walking distance from here. And I said, well, I network, and I have a meeting at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Oh, you won't be able to get there at 8 o'clock in the morning. I have things to do. I don't have time to infiltrate and to fit into my schedule human nonsense. It's over it and it's done. They need to find someone else that they can call themselves helping. I don't want anybody helping me with constructing my life except for the Lord. There is no one there's no advice that I'm going to take. Anytime humans make advice, that's against God. However, when God instructs the humans to do what they're supposed to do to assist me, because my job is to not say anything and just to ask the Lord what I want, and I get it. And it has been even rougher because I already know I'm being taken off the streets soon and very soon. Because normally when it's impossible for me to go anywhere and everybody starts acting crazy, that means this part of the sector is over, and thank God. Because I don't like being homeless. I don't like being on the streets. This is the one thing that the Lord and I just didn't see eye to eye with, because I said, I don't want to be homeless, period. Because it's a problem. After I was gang stalked by these agents, ran out of, fired from almost all my jobs, mistreated. They didn't want me working, so what did they expect for me to do? They got what they wanted, but they lost what they had. I gave them a false sense of control, because I was doing my own investigation on my life so I know who to drop as I am reconstructing my life. I'm not going to keep going through this nonsense. And I don't want any more salespeople thinking that they can convince me that they can help me. They cannot help me. No one can help me except for the Lord. No one has anything to offer me except for the Lord. I already made the decision of going down that rabbit hole. So the unknown is where I'm going, and I can tell you this, even though it's rough being homeless, the unknown is a heck of a lot better than me spending 8 to 12 hours with people I don't like. And that's what my life was. I made myself miserable working at all of those jobs. I hated those people. It was gross. And having to pretend. And then they wanted me to lie to the customers, and I don't have time for that. I'm not going to dupe somebody out their money just so that I can make money. That's the worst karma that I can actually put on myself. I will let those humans do that to themselves. I will not participate in that. They don't have any jobs that I will even bother with. They have nothing to offer, and they need to get over themselves. I'm not going to be packed up like a pack of sardines, because that's all humans ever want to do, is they want to put everybody in their category, like you put shoes over here, shirts over here, and pants over here. I am not in any of those categories. So it's their objective, it's just not going to work for me. It has never worked for me. Man has never had anything to offer me. They always offer so low, and they're so cheap. And I don't have time for that. They ruined my life stole all my homes, made me look bad, for them to turn around and say, you need a job? No. I gave them what they wanted. They didn't want me working at their stupid companies. I would never get promoted. God promotes me. So I'd rather work with someone who promotes me than to work with a bunch of lunatics who don't want to promote. All they do is lie, and they just talk just to hear themselves talk. And I don't have time for that. I'm not working for, I don't want to do at work, like work from home. I don't want to do customer service. Definitely, I don't want to be bothered with customer service because the customers are not always right. They're ridiculous. Most of the time, they're wrong. And I don't want a boss. Bosses are dippy. They are power hungry, and they are slave overseers, and they crack the whip a little bit too much for my taste. So I don't want to go back. They said, oh, we have even second chance apartments. I don't want a second chance because I'm not giving humans 1,000,001 chances. I gave humans 1,000,000 chances. And the thanks that I got was, look at me right now, I'm homeless. That's what humans can do. That's what they have done for me, and that's what they can do for me. And I'm staying away from them when it comes to any of their suggestions and recommendations. I don't want it. It's useless to me. They can help somebody else. They cannot help me. They are not equipped to actually help me. I don't fit in their categories. I don't fit in their jobs, and I'll never make it on any of their jobs. And when they put me down and said, oh, I'm concerned about you because you're not competent. Yep, I totally agree. Couldn't agree with you more. I'm incompetent for the human world. I don't want humans now. Nah, 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 nah. I got them to say all their nonsense. And because all of these freaks are connected, they thought they were going to have people come to control me. No. They need to be, because all they want to do is pack me over at a city mission and pack me like trash. I'm not doing it. I have way too much education. Not with 2 bachelor's degrees and a master's degree, I'm going to do that. Not with all of my experience, I'm going to be bothered with that. I'd rather go with the unknown and get what I'm supposed to get. And I want my money. I will get my money. They are not going to distract me from my goal, and they will no longer be using my money to harass me and stalk me and to ruin my reputation and to ruin every job, everything, the homes, everything. They even were keying my cars. It started from my hometown when I got a car. People were keying my car. So I already know what they're all about. They're about nothing, and they need to stay over in nothing land. And I'm going to stay over here and continue to construct my own life. They need to construct their own lives, and they need to construct whoever feels like being a guinea pig to them. I don't want it. It's over with, it's done, and it's finished. There's no more. So, a lot of times, God will put us through these trials so that we still come up with the same conclusion, which is, it's God and God alone. I don't get treated like dirt anymore, and people have a lot more respect for me, but I know I don't have much time left here, and I'm going to catch up on all of my loose ends so that when I do finally transition, it'll be an easy and smooth transition, and where nobody's in my way or my past isn't in my way. And my past isn't in my way because I don't have the past with me. I left all of the past behind. You see, a lot of people, that's what one has to, like, being a follower of the Lord, it's not for the faint-hearted. And if there's people who are calling themselves blackmailing you about this is what you were before and look at you now, well, yeah, that's how it is. Isn't that how everybody is? No one's perfect. I never said, deem myself as perfect. And I have always admitted to all of my faults. And I have always given everybody accolades. I cannot be in a society anymore where they just steal credit. That's all these corporations do. They steal credit, they don't promote, and they rip you off. I don't have time for that. And it's once I knew that my investigation and data gathering that role was over, I know I shocked people when I dropped people. It didn't matter. I just was waiting for the word from the Lord so that I can go. So I hope this helps everyone. If you are on a journey and if you have a mind of your own, no matter how rough it is, just know that you're going to be okay. Have a blessed one, everyone.